Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Am I rolling? Yep. Probably have spinach between my teeth. All right. I'm talking to you because I have like a zero attention span today. And so I thought that I would discuss this because things are a little weird right now. I don't know. This is, we're in February of 2018 as of this video, and I swear we are going through some just crazy changes. It's like this, the energy is so intense, and it keeps flipping around in different ways, very unpredictable. Now, we knew we were going into the fourth dimension. We knew that we know that we've been transitioning for years, and that we are now in transition period, and that is we are going to go into eventually the golden age. So why does there seem to be so much like going on out there? You know, it's like bad stuff. We've been talking about, the shadow people showing up, entities holding you down in bed. You're aware of something's in the room. You're picking up on feelings. You're not feeling all excited anymore. And it's like, wait a minute. I thought we were going into the fourth dimension. I've been doing all the right things. I'm thinking positive. I'm letting go of my victim mode. Please, people, let go of the victim mode. I'm hearing so many of you change. It's so incredible. I can hear it. You can't fake that, right? I can hear some of you who used to come to me, oh, I need help, is now saying, here's how I handle the situation. I'm empowered. And it's blowing my mind that you are transitioning so quickly. Yet, I know you're still experiencing some things that are surprising. See, we are told, and here's this whole belief system of humanity, makes these decisions about how things should work. And that is, and how would we know, because we've never been in this place in the history of the world, but we're thinking, you transition, things just get better and better. You go to an enlightened state, you're awakened, whatever. That is happening to you, more than you realize. But because we're on this planet and we actually, God bless you, man, you came here at this exact same time, not as part of the collective that's just here. You actually came here on a mission. You volunteered to come here. There's just so many spots on this planet. You volunteered to come here to work through things and to transition this planet. So, there's this whole idea as a human being that, we pull out of our density, we work through the victim mode and the blaming, and then we start to forgive people and realize we're all the same. We're all struggling. Some of the atrocities we have, performed on humanity and one another, is just all a part of what each one of us do. Maybe some more extreme than others. We're no different than a Hitler or anybody else who comes from a dense space. We're just all transitioning, and some of those people are still functioning on ego, 100% ego. Others have pulled out of that transition. We're all still energies working through that. And so when I say you're no different than Hitler, I mean that entity known as Hitler at that time was in a dense space and chose not to pull out of that, chose not to break through, and of course, brought down a lot of destruction. But also, I want you to remember those situations, and this is happening constantly every day. All of those people that you blame and they're evil and whatever, they can't do anything without an army behind them, right? It takes a village. None of that would have happened if there weren't thousands and thousands of people following it and doing it. And yes, there were many that broke away, but if the collective had, there's no Hitler. I mean, Hitler can't do anything. If he's talking, everybody goes, dude, lock him up. He's insane. He's talking crazy stuff. I want you to remember that those dense entities, those energies, humans, are our challenge. Are you going to go along with it? Are you going to believe it? Are you going to oppose it? Are you going to battle it? Are you going to be on your soapbox telling somebody else that they're not right? That's your challenge. Are you going to stop judging and pointing fingers at everybody else that they're wrong? Yeah, there's some dunce jackasses walking around. A few of them are quite a few of them are in positions of extreme power. Why? It takes a huge ego to get in that place, and those people are able to convince the public, the general consciousness, that they have more power, that they're doing the right things, that they're going to lead us. We've got to stop doing it and take full responsibility. So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of switching around of things, and the density is rising to the top. I didn't expect this. I went into such a beautiful state. My businesses are accelerating. They've always been doing well. I went through a huge transition. Those of you who are new to my channel may not know that I was an investment banker for 25 years. I was in a very different world than I live right now, and I decided after the death of my entire family to make some big changes in my life. Now, I have always lived a very exciting life. I've gone after what I want and love, and I've lived a fairly fearless life, no such thing. I just don't let it rule me. So I have lived an incredible, awesome, I always said if I died tomorrow, I would go, wahoo, yeah. Well, of course, you make mistakes along the way. That's how you learn. It's all growth. Don't be afraid of that. But what I want you to know is that, the transition that I made, I learned internet marketing. You guys always see my ads come up here. I knew that I wanted to get away from the traditional way of living and working and having to think and act, right? We play roles. We're supposed to because, the world tells us that's how we're okay and we get accepted. I broke away from it. I decided I was not going to live in that world. It wasn't making me happy. It wasn't serving me anymore. It was becoming something I really didn't love. And I didn't want to live my life like that. So I learned internet marketing. It's just a training system. I learned how I wanted to create businesses online so I could travel. I wanted to make a lot more money that I didn't have to chase clients. I knew this was where the world is going, and it is. Amazon.com is an affiliate marketing company, by the way. They don't own anything. So, the products and services that they sell. So what I want you to understand is everything's transitioning, and they're all opportunities. But what happens is, when the split happens, I pulled away. I pulled away from all that. I became a professional writer. I had award-winning books. I have a movie out. One of my books was made into a television movie. Now it's global. I work on TV series now, and I do anything I want. I chose that life. All these opportunities are available to you. You get to choose. And what's happening right now is there's a whole group of people still clinging to that old world. Ooh, it's tough to give it up. Why? It's not making you happy. It's not been making anybody happy, right? Don't be afraid to pull away from that. But I want you to understand what we're feeling right now. There's a restlessness. I've been, having a tough time focusing. I've experienced, just some not so great feelings. And not me personally. I know I'm picking up on the collective consciousness. You have to be steadfast and know that what we as human beings think, oh, we've become enlightened and everything's fine. We're still on a dense planet, and there's still entities out there that are going to battle to the end. To the end. So that sludge is rising. Things are splitting. You're okay. Even if you experience some of these things, you just feel weird, or you're not happy like you thought you should be, but you don't feel sad. You're not depressed. You still think good things. You meditate. You're doing everything. You're still, forging ahead. Just stay on it. Stay on it. So eventually what's going to happen is the darkness, the lower frequencies, they will have no power. At some point, they're going to have to go to the old earth, stay with the old earth, and we're going to split away to the new earth because our frequencies are going to be so far apart that they just can't even function on the same planet anymore. When we say a new earth, we're talking about a completely different reality. Remember my missing pen for months? Just shows up next to my computer. I focused on it. I thought about it. Oh, so I got to show you guys this. Hold on. Oh, it's not there. All right. So you don't need to see it. So I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be traveling overseas, and you know, there's a very good chance my passport's not going to show up in time. It takes 4 to 6 weeks. So this was a few days after I sent it out. I said, you know what? That passport's going to show up within 7 days. Do you know it showed up the next day? This is the stuff that's going on. We are tapping into our powers in an unbelievable way. How many times have I shared my manifesting with you guys? Winning the lottery, all 4 tickets after I talked about it. After I talked about it, getting a free trip, first class trip. Like, whoa, what? After I just talked to you about, you know, what if you want a trip, you don't have money? I gave an example. My shoes, I thought about my shoes that were back ordered for 6 months. They showed up. They were already shipped. When I thought about it, I went online. It says, hey, your shoes shipped. Not they're in stock. And everybody can say, well, you know, how many coincidences can there be before you start to realize this is real stuff? How many times can you get what you're thinking about before you realize you're really doing it? So you have to stay steadfast no matter what's going on around here, no matter what you're feeling, whatever, because you're going to shift in that higher reality. The new earth is just a different reality of this planet. And it's beautiful. It's happening right now. So don't think you're not part of that. You are a part of the new earth. If you stay steadfast in what you know is true, and that is we are unlimited, beautiful light beings just experiencing everything from the darkness to the triumphs of love and beauty and giving and forgiveness and all the things that this planet allows us to do. Don't discount that dark side. It is our ability to become something incredible. Those are the challenges. Now, here's a question. What if all those people that you think are jackasses agreed in advance to come down and be a jackass so that you could test yourself and decide if you are going to forgive or not judge or become a completely different person, acceptance, and realize that they are part of our same energy? What if that's what they did and we go on the other side and they go, hey, guess what? You were thinking that I was less than you? I took on a big challenge. I had to come over and be a jackass because you wanted to test yourself. Everything's possible, my friend. So if you're feeling all kinds of stuff, know that the new earth is, it's transitioning. This is part of it. That the dark energies, yeah, they're going to put up a fight. You know, they're losing steam. They're losing their grip. They don't even know what's going on. Right? They're not even connected. They probably don't even know what the new earth, if I said that, they wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. That's just where they are. We don't know what that journey is. We don't know why they're here, if they're here for us, to test us so we can raise our frequencies, or if they're just lower frequencies and we're supposed to be here to help them raise theirs through love, acceptance, not judgment, not separating us. I'm spiritual, you're not. I'm a high frequency, you're not. That is not a high frequency. That's the ego talking. So if you're feeling a little bit weird, if stuff's going on, just know that accelerated manifesting going on right now, big time, huge, right down to I actually had in my mind a specific number that I was going to earn this past month. And I'm looking at it, and darned if it isn't happening. Right down to the number I'm looking and thinking, oh my gosh, it's happening. And then I'm asking myself, what else do I want to do? Don't shortchange yourself. Even if you're feeling, oh, maybe I'm not transitioning. I'm feeling almost a little down. It's okay. Stuff's going on. You're picking up on it. Stick with what you know. no judgment, no separation, no trying to fix anybody, let them go on their journey. I hear that all the time. Well, shouldn't we? But who's we? What, are we the authorities? I don't know about you, but I'm not Jesus Christ, reincarnated. So all I know is I'm here, just like everybody else, to be my absolute best. And we all have a role, and we all choose those roles, and we all can change it because we have free will. So if you don't want to go through with it, and you want to stay here and come back a few hundred times, you get to do that. And somebody else has that choice. And by the way, that homeless person on the street that you think's crazy could be an enlightened being and happy as heck. Eckhart Tolle was. Did you know he was homeless for 2 years, sitting on a park bench? People probably thinking he was a loser. Oh, I'll help him. No, this enlightened man sitting on a park bench. Way better off than anybody who's got the big house and, caught up in the ego and that world. But you can have both. You can have the stuff and share and be happy. But I'll tell you what, when you go to that awakened state, it doesn't have any importance anymore. I couldn't care less. You know what I want? I want abundance. I want abundance in my life in every area. I never want to have to think twice about anything. I never want to go in a grocery store. And I remember in college feeling this way, going in a grocery store and seeing something really nice, like a fancy cheese, and not being able to buy it. I didn't like that feeling. That's not the new earth. The new earth will never have those restrictions. I go into a store and I don't even think about what foods. I don't even look at the price. I can remember the guy behind the counter at Fresh Market said, do you know how much this is? I said, I don't care. I don't care. I'll take it. Don't shortchange yourself. Go after what you want. When you do things and you celebrate abundance, abundance will come to you. When you act like you don't have and that others are different or below you or that you're here to save somebody. By the way, I'm not here to save anybody. I'm here to speak words of guidance, words that are going to wake you up to what you already are. And that if I can help somebody pull out of what they aren't to recognize what they are, I have done my job. But that wasn't me doing it. It was you. You just found the vehicle that spoke to you in a certain way to get you there. So I'm telling you right now, I'm going through some weird stuff, February 2018, that's surprising me. Not being able to focus and just, just feeling like, I just feel like sludge is coming to the top. I actually slept with the light on in my room last night. I've never done that. I never do that. I have no fear. It wasn't out of fear. I just needed to have that light on so that I could relax, because the night before I had something, try to pull me out of bed. I didn't have any fear, by the way. When that happened, I said, oh, come on. Really? And it took off. So you're going to experience some of these things. Don't think it's you vibrating on a lower frequency, because before that would be the case, lower frequencies will attract that. But because the veils are coming down, it's like, whoa, a lot of people are seeing stuff now. They're seeing more. Like, have you seen things in the room? And you're like, okay, I know I saw something. It doesn't have to be anything negative. The veils are coming down. It's like a child who sees ghosts, grandpa, talking to grandpa. We're transitioning into that world where all the dimensions, all the realities, we are accessing them. We're sometimes being able to see them. We're having higher and heightened psychic abilities. So this is a huge subject, and I could go on for a long time, and we'll have many more videos on this, but I want you to get away from the human explanation of what we're supposed to be feeling and thinking, and know that everything is okay. Be steadfast in your meditation. catch your thinking, catch your choices, choose higher thoughts, choose higher actions. Catch yourself, and if you have one negative thought about somebody, you stop yourself and say, oh my gosh, please forgive me. Please forgive me, I send light and love to that person. Thank you, I caught my ego once again, talking. And then it stops doing that. It'll stop reacting. It'll stop rearing its ugly head. So that a lot of that's happening. We're on a dense planet. We're in the middle of this really insane planet. It's insane. I cannot believe that human beings harm one another. I can't believe it. I can't believe people argue and fight over land and stuff. It's insane. I can't believe people harm animals. I can't believe how we treat them and each other and our planet. It blows my mind. But I'm here, and I have to deal with it. I chose this, and so did you. It's not an easy job, my friend. It's not an easy job, but it's going to be such a short period of time. Trust me, it's going to be a blink of an eye, and you're going to look back and say, whew, man, I did it. I did it. I did my best. I pulled out of the density. I recognize the collective consciousness that this planet has been for centuries. I was able to pull out of that. I was able to raise my frequency, and thus the entire planet, the entire consciousness of everything that exists. That's how important you are. And you decided to do that by coming down here and taking on the biggest challenge of all. I want you to remember that's what this is. Every day is you having to deal with challenges and making the best possible, highest choices for all of us, not just yourself and what you get and what you can manifest. That's not going to happen. You think I don't love getting my, cute little velvet tennis shoes and free trips? Yes. That's part of the human experience. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of abundance. But don't make it your focus. Say, oh, that'd be really nice. I'd really love to have a beautiful home with a great backyard, and then that'd be great. Don't get attached to it. Let it go. And, you've got it in your mind. You know what that house looks like. It will show up. It's the law. And if it's not showing up, then you are wanting it, needing it, because it's going to make you happy, and the message is negativity. It's pushing it away. I'm going to have courses for you to take. Hopefully, one day when you watch this, you'll be able to sign up for one of my events. And I will post them. You'll see a little thing out, say, my courses, Landria's courses, they'll jut out. So if you see those. The other one, the free training that you see coming out that says free internet training, that's for the internet marketing. Landria's courses will be the courses for my training for your spiritual growth, breaking through fear, practicing. All of these things are going to help you deal with what we have to deal with as humans. So yeah, if you're not focused or whatever, just work with it, do your best. Go take a break, go work out, go get some sunshine, take a really long walk, leave the damn phone home, please. You don't need it. Get off the texting, get off the negative news. These are all choices. Stop putting crap in your body. And if you can stop eating animals, that'd be wonderful. But it's still your choice. All right, I'm going to shoot a few more videos before I go back and start writing. So you are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You possess all of that right now. You are all of those things and more. Know this. Use this. These are yours. They're your powers, your gifts to use. Be thankful. Namaste.